Initiating login sequence. Welcome to Alyx's world.
All Elite Wrestling closes out 2021 with what many people are calling the biggest show of the year. But the question is, did it live up to the hype? Was AEW Full Gear 2021 better than All Out? Was it better than Double or Nothing? Was it better than Revolution? Is this the pinnacle? Is this the greatest show in AEW history? Before you get my opinion, I would like to get your thoughts. If you're watching me live, please tell me in the live chat. We have the poll up. You can vote, leave a comment. Let me know how you felt about All Elite's final pay-per-view of 2021. What was your favorite match? What was your favorite moment? Tell me. Talk to me. And we'll get into my thoughts in just a second. We got a couple of things we need to get out the way first before we go ahead and jump right into this baby. The first thing, of course, is please welcome. Come on in, have a seat, relax. You know what the deal is. Welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host, Alyx, just Alyx. Please like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all of my content when it comes out. As always, I want to thank you for making me a part of your day. You can be anywhere in the world. You can be watching any other stream. You could be watching anybody else. There are people here in the YouTube community who are better than me in terms of this wrestling review stuff. But you chose me, and I am grateful. So I might want to step up my game then and make this a great review, huh? So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's pay these bills really quickly. Make some announcements, and then talk about the show. First things first, be sure you check out my podcast, Raw Cognizance. Episode 3 has already dropped. Episode 4 is on its way. It will be dropping next week, Tuesday. We'll be talking about a slew of topics outside the world of wrestling. That being said, you might get a surprise this upcoming week from the podcast. Just saying. We also got the YouTube memberships. Join the membership today and get an opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a reaction video, a review, or a hot topic. Also, be sure you like the video and check out this other stuff like my Twitter, my Facebook, and my Instagram. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Also, give me a follow on Instagram and give me a follow on Spotify. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and Super Chats. That's right, Super Chats are officially on. And here's the kicker. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the Superchat Championship is on the line. If you donate the most money to the stream, you will be the new Superchat Champion. Now, I should go ahead and take this time to note that Tyler Marine, the former Superchat Champion, will not be participating. He had a family emergency, and he is not able to make the stream. So, we will have a new champion tonight. Now, Tyler Marine has let me know he will be back for Royal Rumble. So you might be holding that belt tonight. You might be holding that belt for the next few months. But do know Tyler Marine will be coming back to claim the belt. So keep that in mind if you become Super Chat Champ. But if you want to be the new Super Chat Champ, you have to donate the most money. I will be keeping track of the person who donates the most. So that should be fun. So yeah, donate using PayPal, Patreon, Super Chats. We also got my email. Email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi. Get yourself a t-shirt while you're at it. Get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt. Get you a new school Alyx's World t-shirt. But most importantly, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie, America, a fuck girl t-shirt made by HJ Knox Firestar Heart. All this down below in the description box, including all the songs you heard during the intro. Let's get a quick word from our sponsor, and then we'll get to some shoutouts. Today's video is sponsored by Amazon Music Unlimited, featuring 70 million songs and thousands of expert playlists. With Amazon Music Unlimited, you can listen to any song, anytime, anywhere, on all your devices. Smartphone, tablet, PC, Fire TV, and even Amazon Echo. Today, if you sign up using the link getamazonmusic.com, just Alyx, you'll get a 90-day free trial that you can cancel at any time. Following that, you'll be paying a small $7.99 that includes no ads and no interruptions. Take advantage of this opportunity today using getamazonmusic.com, just Alyx, in the description below. Alright, I see some super chats already here. Let's see what we working with, ladies and gentlemen. Round 1 begins now. Alright, show some love to the moderators, ladies and gentlemen. Ultrashell97, Firestar Heart, Elias, Ademi, and Godzilla Hulk, who helped keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you. $100 Oh my
As always, an outstanding AEW PPV. MJF vs. Darby, clear match of the night and easily a 5-star MOTY contender. Also one of the moments of the year, with Hangman becoming champion after a story build since day one.
Absolutely, absolutely. Completely agree. Nickname Mai is looking to reclaim the championship and be the first ever two-time Superchat champion. Wow. Now, I don't know how much that equals in American dollars, but I think it's like 105, 115-ish. Someone do the math for me.
Hey Alyx, I enjoy tonight AEW Full Gear tonight. Will you want Mike Bennett and Matt Taven with Mike Bennett's wife Maria Bennett with Adam Cole as Kingdom?
I'll take them all. I'll take them all. Okay, so I did the research. Currently, Nickname Mai is in the lead with $115. He takes the lead in the Super Chat Championship. $115, ladies and gentlemen. That is the number to beat. 115. So if you want the championship, you have to be $115. I rounded it up to 115. All right, let's go ahead and do some shout-outs. And as the super chats roll in, I'll do the shout-outs.
I loved the show but feel that the matches weren't in the best order. What do you think, Alyx?
I'll definitely get into that during my review. I tend to agree. Not just the order of the matches, but certain matches that were there that really shouldn't have been there, if I'm being honest. And it's easy for me to say that in hindsight. That's all I'm going to say. But we'll get into it in just a second. All right, so let's do some shout-outs here. As you guys have seen already, we got our boys, I'm going to keep calling them Super Chat members. I got to stop doing that. We got the YouTube members, King Mike Tuds, Nickname Mai, and I think I saw someone else. With the green. Okay, maybe my eyes were deceiving me. But thank you to the YouTube members for being here. And hello to the following people. We got close to 200 people live. 200 people live, 83 likes. Get these likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to the following: Joe Arredondo and Mama Arredondo for showing up. Switchblade Era, King Elvis 21, Taryn Jones, JoJo, Xavier Jackson, TLB the Fly Guy. We also got Taryn Jones. People coming.
I love how the show was somewhat of an impromptu Eddie Guerrero tribute show.
He did pass away today. Eddie died on this day 16 years ago, which is why, listen, it's gonna get all the love from me. You're gonna see me just gush over the show in a lot of ways, but also, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna give it to you straight. All right. So where was I? Godlike, King of Demons, 669. We got Khalil Does Everything, Ghoul World Order, excuse me. New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl. We also got Remit Tanaji. Is it Tanaji or Tanaji? I think I said it right. Remit Tanaji. Kyle Kemmins. John Beal II. We got Rick Rosar. Night Thrax. We also have Bork the Destroyer. The Real ZP. Oh my goodness, there's so many people in this live chat. You guys are coming out of the woodworks. I love it though. Welcome. All right, I'm just gonna rapid fire here. Adam Ritter, Fab76, Immortal Beast 416, Terracita. What's up, Terracita? There we go. The Wild Arcanine. That was the third YouTube member I saw. We got Chase Games, HS. Oh my goodness. James Rambo 87, Regito Boy 09, Christopher Carter, Kenny K, excuse me. Wrong Kenny. Code Equestria, Ray Perkins, and last but not least, let's give it to, oh my goodness, TGA Gaming. Welcome everybody. Thank you for making me a part of your day. There is a lot of people here. A lot of people. Keep donating. We will be doing Super Chat rounds. As of right now, for round 1, Nickname Mai is in the lead. If you want to be Super Chat champion, you must donate more than $115. I think my boy, Nickname Mai, is sitting pretty. I think he realizes, you know what? I think I got this. But if I don't say your name, it's not because I hate you. I definitely need to get to the stream. We got 200 people who are coming in, and they are ready to hear my opinions. So let's not keep them waiting. Let's hit it up. Let's talk about All Elite Wrestling's final pay-per-view, Full Gear. So, overall thoughts, outstanding show. Another outstanding pay-per-view from All Elite Wrestling. Do I think it's better than All Out? Keep this in mind. If you saw my review, I called All Out 2021 one of the best shows I've ever seen. I gave it my highest grade. I gave it an S. A legendary show. Because it wasn't just about the amazing wrestling. It was also about the return of CM Punk, his first match back in 7 years, but also the debuts of Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson, which changed the game. They changed the game altogether and injected AEW with new life. That show, in my opinion, will be the show we remember the most in terms of 2021. That's my show of the year. I cannot say Full Gear lived up to that mark. However, it is still an outstanding show. It is still a great outing for All Elite Wrestling and everybody involved. Tony Khan, the producers, the commentary, the wrestlers. Everyone did an excellent job. They were in, was it Minnesota? Minneapolis, Minnesota. Target Center. 19,000 sold out. I gotta call you guys out though. Minneapolis. You disappointed me. You were hot. You were hot for the first half. That first 2 hour, you were there. You were hot. You were on it. Then you fell off. They got drained. The crowd tired itself out past the halfway mark. Is it the crowd's fault? Is it the crowd's fault that they tired themselves out? You know, I can't really put it all on the crowd. The show itself, I feel, could have been structured better. And there are some matches that didn't need to be on the card. Namely, Cody Rhodes and Pac versus Andrade and Aleister Black. That could have been on Dynamite. Can I be honest about that? It could have been on Dynamite. What was the other match? See, as much as I The women's championship match, Britt Baker, Tay Conti, compared to everything else on the card, it was the weakest match on the show. It was. Simply because, and I'll get into it when we get to the match itself, everything else was banging. When you look at the ratings I gave to these matches, outstanding, excellent, amazing, outstanding, bam, 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 outstanding, great, amazing, awesome. And then you get to the women's match and it was just good. It was good. It just, compared to everything else, it didn't feel pay-per-view quality. And yes, I guess you need to have a women's championship match, a women's match on the card, because it is an important championship. I just feel like when it comes to Tay Conti and Britt Baker, that match itself didn't quite meet the standard set by the other previous matches. I gotta be honest. You could have taken the match off the card. You could have. It would have actually helped the show. You could have had that match on Rampage or Dynamite. Not hating on Tay Conti or Britt Baker. It just kind of felt like, compared to everything else, it didn't quite hit the mark. Outside of those two matches, you could have also taken out the street fight, the Inner Circle versus Man of the Year match. Put that on Dynamite as well. Those three matches, the ones I just named you take those three matches off, you have one of the best shows of all time. Because then you cut a good 30 minutes, maybe even more, 45 minutes off the show. You give us a solid 3.5-hour show. The crowd doesn't get burnt out, and we're good. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I cannot in good conscience say this was better than All Out. If you want to say it was better than All Out, have at it. I'm not going to tell you how to feel. I'm not going to give you any reason to feel differently, because it was an outstanding show. For me personally, when it's all said and done, the pay-per-view of the year is going to be All Out. But hey, if the debate is Full Gear or All Out, listen, I'm not going to stop you. That is a hell of a debate to have. So let me know what show you thought will go down as the show of the year. I'm very curious to know what you guys feel about All Out as a show. So that's just my general thoughts. Let's break things down. Let's go ahead and start things off with the first match on the show. Oh, and I guess we have to talk about this too. I did predict that Windham, Bray Wyatt, would debut tonight. He didn't. I am hearing Bray Wyatt is filming. He's filming a movie. Or he's doing some other projects outside of wrestling. So he will not be debuting anytime soon. Maybe he'll debut this Wednesday. Maybe he'll debut next year. But that being said, I do need to say this. People are saying he's coming to AEW. There are people that I know, sources. What was his name from the Meme Mattman podcast? Meme Mattman. Gotta stop saying that. I keep forgetting their names, but I know it's the Mattman podcast, and they're talking a lot about Bray Wyatt coming to AEW. It's not necessarily that he's coming soon. They're not saying he's going to debut on Wednesday. What's happening is people are saying that, oh, he's coming to AEW, which makes sense. It makes sense. It makes the most sense that he comes to AEW because he gets, not only does he get creative freedom, but he gets paid money too. He gets money and creative freedom. Why wouldn't you come? So yeah, I definitely think he's coming. I don't think he's going to be debuting anytime soon. If he does, I would be happy. So, yeah, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer for our boy Windham. Windham. Okay, let's, I think we're ready to get into the show. So, like I said, the crowd was half amazing and also half cold. They fell off during Well, they fell off during the women's match, actually, which I feel bad. I feel bad that was the match the crowd fell off on. It could be due to just every match before it being a fucking clinic and them just getting themselves worn out. And they needed a buffer because they didn't really get a chance to breathe until the women's match. Well, the tag match and the women's match. Really. They didn't get a chance to really relax. Go to use the restroom. Just take a break. It's like, damn. You have a show filled with just banger after banger after banger after banger. It wears you out. And so that can be due to structure. We could have used a buffer match in some of those places. And it kind of feels like they put all the buffer matches together, if I'm being honest with you. That's something I would change. I personally would have put the Cody, Pac, Malachi Black, and Andrade match third. Maybe, or actually would have put that second. And then moved the Lucha Bros FTR match later on in the show. Since that was easily one of the best matches all night. But I would have put Cody second so we can have that buffer. Move the women a little bit earlier. Maybe put the women second. Yeah, you know what? I changed my mind. Put the women second. Let them go on after the opener. Let them be a buffer. Because they were going to be a buffer regardless. Because this show was just too packed. Let the crowd relax and then follow that up with Bryan Danielson and Miro and blah, 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 blah. So they could have structured that a bit more. Gave the crowd more of a break, if you know what I mean. But yeah, outside of the structuring of the show and the length, again, not a fan of 4-hour shows. I think it's time we just get into the matches themselves. One of the best openers I have seen all year, if not the best opener. MJF versus Darby Allin. Now, I remember talking about this in the preview, and I said, don't sleep on this match. So many of you guys were talking about Hangman Adam Page versus Kenny Omega, as you should have. CM Punk versus Kingston, as you should have. And even Bryan Danielson versus Miro, as you should have. Not a lot of people were talking about Darby Allin versus MJF. And now that the show is over with, people are saying this was the match of the night. And you know what? If you want to say it was match of the night, I'm not going to dispute that. My friends, this was excellent. They tore it up early. They wore out that crowd really early. Crazy stuff. Darby Allin has some of the best suicide dives. It's crazy how fast, what type of speed he gets on that dive. MJF is an amazing seller. He knows how to get that heat. And I love the story of the match. MJF says, I'm going to out-wrestle you. I'm going to beat you with a headlock. And he did headlocks all match. Great storytelling. Great storytelling. The back and forth was tremendous. Lots of counters, lots of cartwheels, backflips, crazy dives, crazy bumps. Darby Allin doing that coffin drop on the apron makes me cringe every time. Every second, every minute, every moment that he throws his body to and fro like he's a goddamn rag doll. It's incredible because you would think a man like this, a little guy like that, being able to captivate people, man, you don't see that. You don't see that often. And the crazy thing about Darby Allin and MJF, these guys can do 630s. They can do 450s. They can go out there and do all these high-flying stunts that you see a Sammy Guevara do, a Ricochet do. They can do that. But no, they keep it simple. They only give you a taste. And then every once in a while, they'll throw out a 450 just to let you know that they can do it. Just saying. I love this match. I loved everything about it. The ending was perfect. MJF tried to get our boy Darby Allin to use the skateboard to bash him across the skull with it, and MJF almost got him to do it, but Darby's like, I'm not going to give in to you. And then he hit him with was it the dynamite ring or brass knucks? I think it was a weapon of some sort. Whatever. I'm going to assume it was the dynamite ring. Referee turns around, boom, hits him with the dynamite ring, and then pins him with a headlock. Now, we did see, was it the chairman, Shawn Spears? We did see him try to interfere, but he was stopped by Sting, who got a nice pop. Regardless, MJF beats Darby Allin. And I guess that means he is one of the few next in line to fight Hangman Adam Page. Those of you who are watching the stream, you already know how the show ended. So I can't wait to talk about that. That's going to be really, really cool. Yeah, I don't see this match getting better than this. This was the best possible match these two can have. So if they do wrestle again, we have to have a stipulation. You cannot, I don't see them replicating this singles match. If they wrestle again, awesome, but we need to have a stipulation now. A stipulation must be in place if they wrestle again. So next, and in my mind, I'm thinking there's no way in hell. There is literally no way in hell anything follows that. I feel bad for anybody, anyone that tries to follow it, because the crowd's just not going to be receptive of it. Boy, was I wrong. The next match was another excellent match. It was the Lucha Brothers, Phoenix, and Cero Miedo, Pentagon, taking on FTR. Excellent match. Another excellent match. Back-to-back, awesome, outstanding matches. I remember these two having a match sometime last year, and it wasn't all that great. It was alright. Miscommunication, they didn't really do all that well. This, far superior. Far superior. The crowd was hot for it. I love that the Lucha Bros got the crowd to chant in Spanish. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, they got tired after ocho. It's like, hey, man, that's good. That's good. I'm happy that Pentagon was able to work the crowd. He has that presence to get the crowd off their feet. Phoenix is a boss. I love when he does that tightrope running kick on the fucking ring ropes. It's crazy that he can do that. But I cannot stress enough how fucking amazing FTR, The Revival, whatever you want to call them, they are one of the best tag teams in the world today. They were fantastic in this match. The stuff they did to make Phoenix and Pentagon look good, awesome. My only issue, what stopped this from being the match of the night, because they did some crazy stuff. My favorite spot was, you know how the Lucha Bros have that double team finisher where Pentagon goes with a package pile driver, and Phoenix does a double stomp on the glutes, and then he falls down into it. Woo-hoo. Phoenix did a freaking crossbody. So, okay, we got Pentagon Jr. holding, I think it was, I was going to say Dax. This is it Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler? I was right, Dax. Holding Dax up for the package pile driver. Phoenix goes to do a double stomp. He hits the double stomp, bounces off like a fucking trampoline into a crossbody on Cash Wheeler. It was amazing. And then he hits the package pile driver. To me, if they would have ended it with that, match of the night. Match of the night. But then they ended it in a very weird way, because Cash Wheeler gets back inside the ring with a mask on. And I'm thinking, what's this? Where is this going? Why is he wearing a mask? Okay. Then he rolls him up with his feet on the ropes. I'm thinking, oh, I see what's happening. Was that supposed to be like, you don't know which member of the FTR it is? You don't know if it's Cash. You don't know if it's Dax. We knew it was Cash. his hair stuck out. That would have been smart if he actually put it on properly. Make us guess, like, who is it? Who's under the mask? Which one is it? Right? I guess that was what they were trying to do, but his hair stuck out, so we knew it was Cash. So it was weird. It was very weird. It would have been nice if they both put on the mask very tightly, and then you're like, oh crap, which one is it? Who's the legal man? That's what they were trying to go for, but he had hair, so he saw it. He didn't put it on correctly. It's okay. I mean, it was still an outstanding match. And they could just chalk it up to, we tried to fool you, but we couldn't. I don't know. Lucha Bros have been killing it as tag team champs. I'm very happy for them. These matches, the one with the Young Bucks at All Out, one of the best tag matches I've ever seen. And then this one with FTR, they've been on fire. Loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Alright. The next match was the match I was looking forward to the most. Miro versus Bryan Danielson. American Dragon Bryan Danielson versus the Redeemer. So, I said to y'all in my preview, this was going to be the match of the night. Because it had the perfect story. It was one of those matches where it's like, who the fuck is going to win this? You have Miro, this godlike Greek god, who has one weakness, an Achilles heel, his neck, his head, but everything else is made of granite. So how the fuck is Bryan going to beat him? How will Bryan find a way to beat him, right? That's the story. I'm not going to lie to you. The match didn't quite go the way I was expecting at first. Because the match starts off with this whole idea that Miro is in better shape than Bryan, because Bryan's been wrestling more matches than Miro. He just came into the tournament. So all the punches and kicks that Bryan did to Miro had no effect. Kick, punch. Miro's like, get off me. Get off me. That's how the match should be. I'm like, okay, we're getting it. But then within 5 minutes, Miro is selling the punches and kicks. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I like the idea of Miro just being basically in God mode. Like, you can't hurt him unless you attack him here or here. Unless you attack this area. That's when you're like, oh, you know. But when you do this, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? And at first, that's what it was. And then after about 5 minutes, then he started selling the kicks and stuff. I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't. But, okay. It is what it is. I liked it better when Miro was doing what he did with Eddie Kingston and Suego, whatever the hell his name was. The friend of Sammy. Even with Sammy. You know, anytime Sammy hit him in the chest, Miro's like, what the fuck are you doing? But then he hit that DDT and Miro was like, oh crap. Oh crap. And I wanted them to stick to that story. Here, it was just a regular match. And it was an awesome match. Awesome match. But I wanted them to stay within the confines of Miro's story. And we didn't get that. And I don't want to say I had an issue with it, but it kind of, sort of disappointed me. Now, were there moments in the match that Miro did no-sell Bryan? Yes. I wish he would have done it the entire goddamn match. And only sold the kicks to the head. Because he did kick him in the head. And I love the ending. The ending was great. Love Bryan hitting that top rope DDT and then transitioned into a guillotine. And basically, Miro was out. I love that part. That was good. That was... no issues with that. Bryan Danielson wins, by the way. That's fine. I really, really, really just wish they would have maintained the story of Miro being this unbeaten Greek god that just runs through everybody unless you attack his head. You know? It really adds more layers to the story that way. You get me? That's just how I feel. But that's one man's opinion. Still thought it was an awesome match. Very happy that Bryan Danielson won. I know a lot of people were hoping Miro would win, so Hangman Page will have a heel to fight. But I don't know about you. I love the idea of Bryan Danielson versus Hangman Page. Let's go! Let's fucking go! That's gonna be an awesome match. It's gonna be awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for round 2 of the Super Chat Championship. As always, if you want to be Super Chat Champion, you have to donate the most. Right now, in the lead is Nickname Mai. Nickname Mai is holding the lead with $115. So let's see what the rest of y'all is bringing to the table. You have to donate more than $115 to win the Super Chat to win the Super Chat Championship. For now, let's see if it increases. You guys ready? Round 2 begins now. Now it's 100.
On a side note, Marty Scurll returned to the ring today in a 2-year-old German wrestling promotion run by a German wrestling YouTuber called Martin Guerrero.
No idea who that is. Now the number to be is 125. I think it's 126 actually, because it's 126 because he's using a different currency, so it's 126. Jesus Christ, he's running away with it.
Are you happy for Jay Lethal for him being AEW?
Absolutely. I'm so happy he joined us. I'm happy he got himself into a big promotion. So I can't wait to see what he does on Wednesday. That match with Sammy is going to be dope. I'll have more to say when we get to that part of the show, of course. But yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't that be? Welcome, Jesus. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name. But Jesus, welcome, sir. Good to have you here. Juice Man Smith. Oh man, these YouTube names, I'm liking them. I like that. Juice Man Smith. Heard the trail here.
Alyx, my man, this was just perfect. Much respect to you. Keep up the great work.
Thank you. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you for showing your support. Thank you for making me a part of your day. You know, I'm always grateful to have you here, Mr. Kurt Luttrell. You the man. You the man, Kurt. I see a few more super chats. Actually, no, I see a lot more super chats. So let me let them all play so I be sure I got all the numbers in.
I personally thought this was the best PPV since NXT New Orleans in 2018. IC should have been off the card though. Adam Page deserved it. Now he fights BD.
Wow. This is the best one since that show? That's literally the best NXT show I've ever seen. So this was better than All Out for you. That's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Hey, I'm not going to tell you otherwise. Welcome. Tessia? Tessia or Tessia? Well, welcome to have you here. No, I didn't. I didn't need to know that. Ask me to read your super chat.
Hey Alyx, you forgot about super chat. I asked you about how feel about Jay Lethal be in AEW.
Yeah, you didn't have to donate again, just so you know, just to remind me that I read your super chat. But thanks, I appreciate that, sir. Thank you for your donation. All right, so Nickname Mai maintains his lead for round 2 with $126. That is the amount to beat. You have to donate more than $126 to be Super Chat champion. We'll do round 3 at the end of the review. So with that said, let's get back to the review. Following Miro versus Bryan Danielson, which again, amazing match. Wish the story was a bit different, but can't hate on it. Did we get a hell of a match. We got the Falls Count Anywhere 6-man tag. Young Bucks and Adam Cole, baby, versus Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Christian Cage. Let me tell y'all something. Jungle Boy and Adam Cole are over. Make that a Matt Hardy over. They are superstars when it comes to these crowds. Every time they go out there, the crowd loves them. This was a hell of a match. This felt like an NXT match in a good way. This felt like one of those NXT takeover matches, as you would imagine, because Adam Cole's involved. But I loved everything that went into Jungle Boy hesitating with the chair. He didn't want to do the concerto at first. He's like, I don't know if I had that in me. I don't know if that's me. And Christian's like, no, you need to do this, dude, if you want to win the match. And he's like, I don't know if this is me. I don't know if I can do that. So that was a nice story to tell. Eventually he would do it, and that would be the reason they win. But can we talk about Luchasaurus really quickly? Let's talk about Luchasaurus, who did a goddamn shooting star press off the stage. He did a shooting star press off the stage. Do you know how tall he is? He's 6'7". He shouldn't be doing no super shooting star anything. A shooting star press off the stage. Holy shit. That was insane. It was incredible. Incredible. My goodness, it was crazy. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. There was a lot of things about this match that were crazy. You had everything. Table bombs, high flying. Freaking. Perhaps the spot of the match was going to make this match memorable. The freaking Superkliq did thumbtack knee pads. I'm going to say that again. The Superkliq did thumbtack knee pads. Now I've seen it all. We got dinosaurs doing shooting star presses. We got thumbtack knee pads. Excuse me? Oh, this match was awesome. This match was outstanding. I love this match. But I also love that they gave the win to Jurassic Express and Christian. And it was given to them through Jungle Boy, who hit Matt Jackson with the concerto. Got a little bit of that edge inside of him. Got himself an edge. He got himself on this day. Okay, you get the idea. He won the match with the concerto, and that was pretty good. Yeah, I just, it was like, goddamn. At this point, I'm like, should I just give every match an A and call it a day? Because everybody's just killing it right now. Everybody's just killing it. Everybody's on fire. I'm loving this show. And I think after this is when we got... This is when we got Cody and Pac? Yeah. So this is when the crowd started to fall off. No disrespect to Cody, Pac, Black, or Andrade. I just believe when you give the fans banger after banger after banger after banger, they're just gonna get tired really goddamn quickly. Which is why I feel like this tag match should have been moved earlier, and then we should have done FTR and Lucha Bros later on in the show. But alright, that's just me. Cody Rhodes and Pac versus Malachi Black and Andrade. The crowd did not like Cody. And I heard something about Cody, maybe I read it somewhere, but Cody essentially said that he's not going to turn heel, and he sees himself as, you know, a kind of guy that has away and home cities. Like, there are some cities that love him, and there are some cities that hate him. I call bullshit on that. I call major bullshit on that, really, because, dude, they were chanting, fuck you, Cody, tonight. They were chanting, fuck you, Cody. Your heat is getting worse. It's getting worse for Cody. The more he decides to not go heel, it's just going to make fans resent him even more. But okay, that's what he wants to do. He wants to be that guy. He wants to be John Cena. Beep, 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 bam. You know what I mean? He wants to be that guy. You're not that guy, Cody. You're not John Cena. You're Roman Reigns. Sorry. You are a Roman Reigns. Where if you don't turn, baby, if you don't give the fans what they want, they're just going to hate you even more. Maybe that's what he wants. Maybe that's the plan. It's to not give the fans exactly what they want and instead pretend that they love him. Be a Homelander. Oh boy, the match was good. I didn't have an issue per se. I'll be real with you. They did a better job telling a can they coexist storyline than anything WWE has done. Yep, I went there. They did a better can they coexist than WWE has done and will do for the rest of the month. You had Pac just tagging in when he didn't, when Cody didn't want him to come in. You had Black and Andrade tagging in when they didn't want them to come in. They were butting heads. But at the end of it, Pac wins the match for his team with the Black Arrow on our boy Andrade. Pins on 1, 2, 3. But then afterwards, at the end, I think who came out and attacked? Was it FTR? Yeah, FTR came out and attacked Cody, and that was weird. Well, Pac and Cody, and I'm like, what? Why? It's so weird. Why? By the end of it, I just felt this should have been on. Yeah, this should have been on Wednesday. This should have been on Dynamite. Didn't really feel the need for it to be on the pay-per-view. Didn't really advance anything. It would have been nice if we had gotten a Cody Rhodes heel turn, then it would have felt justified. But it was like, we didn't really need this match. If you were going to do it, move it earlier to be a buffer between those bangers you had. Let the crowd rest. And then the one that suffered the most, in my personal opinion, the one that suffered the most was the women's match. Britt Baker versus Tay Conti. And here's the problem with this match. I get what they were trying to do. As we've seen before, Britt's been busting her ass trying to elevate the roster around her. They put Tay Conti in this spot, hoping that she can step up and, jump to that next level and be seen as a household name. Right? This was supposed to be that match to put her in that echelon. The same echelon as a Thunder Rosa, as a Serena Deeb, as a Hikaru Shida, as a, Nyla Rose? Riho? There isn't a lot of women that are in that spot where you believe that, yes, these women can main event. A Ruby Soho. Jade Cargill's getting there. Yeah, it wasn't like they weren't trying to make Tay Conti matter. The problem is this match was in a very, very dead spot on the show. By this point, we are 2 hours in. The crowd is tired. They wore themselves out. They're depleted. Some of them are going to the concession stands to use the restroom to relax. I need a break. And so these women had to work extra hard to get the crowd back into it. It just wasn't there. Tay Conti tried her ass off to make this match work. It just wasn't there. And for me personally, I think it was the best Tay Conti match we've gotten so far. No, I take that back. No, I think her match with Hikaru Shida was better. It was. It was one of the best matches she's had, but her best match was still with Hikaru Shida. That one was a great match. Great match on Dynamite. This was good. It was good. It had the typical interferences from the girls, Reba and Jamie Hayter. No one believed that Britt was going to lose. I think that was it. I at no point thought Tay Conti was going to beat her. I just never believed it. And it didn't happen. So, yeah. Hate to say it, but we probably could have moved this to Dynamite as well. Or Rampage. Yes, I know we have to have a women's match on the show. Sure. Okay, I get that. But, maybe this should have been the show we made the exception. Because when it was all said and done, what did this match do? It didn't elevate Tay Conti. I mean, she didn't do bad in the spot. She did okay. She was good. The match itself was fine. It's just the spot it was in didn't help. Didn't help Britt. Didn't do anything for either one of them, if I'm being honest with you. It was just one of those matches where you were in a dead spot. And I hate that. I hate that the women get dead spots like that. But then, but then, ladies and gentlemen, but then, following this match, the crowd came alive once again because we got CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. This was outstanding. This was everything I wanted to be. First off, I gotta give credit where credit is due. One of my biggest issues with AEW in the pay-per-views is this idea that all matches must go 20-30 minutes. I'm just like, why? If you don't need to go that long, don't. Just go long enough to tell a good story, get the fuck out, and let us enjoy the rest of the show. Don't overstay your welcome. If you don't need to go 4 hours, don't go 4 hours. Get all your shit in with the time you're given, and then go home. Let's go enjoy the rest of our Saturday. Punk and Eddie Kingston. Not only was it 10 minutes, it was 10 minutes of just fucking awesomeness. Just brawling and fighting and just realness. Not only was it 10 minutes of that, they did a very good job of making us want more. Sometimes less is more. Just give us a little bit, and then we'll get the rest later. Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega went 30 minutes, and it was just a warm-up match. It was over and done with. Now, if we get it again down the road, we're going to get a lot more from it. Same thing here with CM Punk and Eddie Kingston. 10 minutes. Gave us a taste of what they can do. And that 10 minutes was fucking amazing. First off, loved how he opened it up. Eddie Kingston opens it up with that shuriken, that spinning back fist. The back fist from the future. Boom. Knocks out CM Punk at the beginning of the match. Before the match actually started. He knocked him out. Loved it. Loved it. And then he beat the piss out of Punk, and Punk busted himself open. He was dripping blood down his face. The match was so good, the crowd was split. You would think they'd be in CM Punk's corner. You would think, we're gonna definitely boo Eddie Kingston. Nope. Half was going for Eddie, half was going for Punk. There was a point in the match where the crowd was booing CM Punk. And you know what CM Punk did? Because he is a fucking master psychologist. He hit Eddie Kingston with the John Cena running tackle. Spit out powerbomb. Boom. Put his hands in the air. I was like, you better not. You better not. Because they were booing him. Because he's smart. He knows how to read the room. I'm like, okay, well, since you're going to treat me like John Cena, you know what I mean? I loved it. See, that's John Cena energy. CM Punk can play the John Cena type. He can be that guy that's both loved and hated. Cody Rhodes, nah, bro, you're Roman Reigns. We don't like you. CM Punk, yeah, he's more controversial. That's fine. But I loved it. I love that spot. Because he just reads the crowd and reads the room and goes along with it. To the surprise of nobody, Kingston lost. CM Punk beat Eddie Kingston with the go to sleep. Which, I love that at the end, after he beat him 1, 2, 3, he goes to shake his hand, and Eddie Kingston said, nah, bitch, I don't want anything to do with you. Walks away. We're not done yet. This is not the end of this feud. Guarantee you, we're going to come back to this. We're going to come back to this. This is awesome. This was everything I wanted it to be. This was perfect. Perfect. If I had to choose a match of the night, if I was going to choose a match of the night, this is it. This is the match of the night. I know most of you think MJF and Darby Allin's match of the night. I'm not going to tell you not to think that. My match of the night was CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. It was everything I wanted it to be. It was perfect. Perfect. And we're going to get more. I can't complain. I cannot complain. I don't see a reason to complain. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel. You can disagree, but that's just me. Now, the next match. The next match here is, if I'm not mistaken, the Inner Circle. Jericho, Sammy, and then you got Jake Hager, and then Santana Ortiz taking on Scorpio Sky, Ethan Parker, and American Top Team featuring Dan Lambert, the man with all the heat. The Jim Cornette heat. This was good. Nah, I'll go above that. This was great. This was fun. This was a wild match. It was weird at first because they started off doing tags, and I'm like, why are we doing tags? It's a street fight, guys. It's a street fight. Why are we doing tags? It's a street fight. Now, eventually it does break down. I guess you had to do that because you had to be different from the other 6-man tag that was a street fight earlier on. False count anywhere, but still. Yeah, man. It was still fun. They hit everybody with everything. You had ski boards. You had toasters. Yeah, they had a toaster. They had a Prince logo sign. Purple Rain. Purple Rain. Yeah, Prince. Sammy Guevara did the Jeff Hardy Swanton Bomb off the ladder. Fucking awesome. Fucking amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. Anyways, lots of crazy spots in there. The American Top Team, Ortiz looked good. Ortiz looked great. The other guy needs some work. He wasn't the best. Dan Lambert was Dan Lambert. He was the joke. He was the guy that was he would push you and then run. And you already knew that Chris Jericho was going to get his hands on him. It was just how. Were you going to put him in the walls of Jericho? Were you going to hit him with the Judas effect and blah, 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 blah. You know, and I don't know. It's just, to me, there was a lot of things about this match that just worked. The crowd was into it. The crowd loved it. The crowd was singing Judas like a motherfucker. But Chris Jericho does get the victory for his team by pinning Dan Lambert, which is exactly what it should have been. Don't hate this match. I kind of feel like, once again, maybe this should have been on Dynamite. Like, you have two tag team street fights. Did you need two tag team street fights? You could have taken this match and the Cody match and put them on different shows. And maybe still keep the women's match. You know? Could have made it work that way. But I enjoyed it. I don't hate this. Trust me, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this was, this hurt the show. You're out of your mind. I don't think this hurt the show at all. I think this was easily one of the best parts of the show. In my personal opinion. You can disagree all you want. I just personally feel, I personally feel, for this show to have been the best possible show, we probably could have put this on a different night. Because it kind of took away from... Because the crowd was tired by the main event. And we can get to it right now, I suppose. Let me be sure I didn't skip anything. Oh, wait, nope, we can't get to it. Because we got to talk about the surprise. The big surprise of the night is Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal from Ring of Honor and Impact Wrestling, or TNA. Jay Lethal is now All Elite. They brought him out. Showed him some love. Great crowd reaction. Challenged Sammy Guevara to the TNT Championship. He will be fighting him on Wednesday. Dope. Awesome. So happy for Jay. I've been waiting for him to get a major deal. A deal with a major company. That was one of those, hey, NXT, hire this guy type of signings. And it never happened. He never went to WWE, right? Did he go and he just didn't get used? Or was it one of those things that he just never went? Well, I'm assuming he just never went. I'm happy he finally got with a major promotion. So, hey, if they're bringing in Jay Lethal, there's your clue on what's going to happen with the ROH talent. It sounds like ROH might be closing its doors. These people need a place to work. So here comes your Dalton Castles, here comes your Briscoes, here come all of the ROH talent, including Maria, Mike Bennett, and all of the people who are working with them. Absolutely. You gotta bring in Maria. You gotta bring in the Kingdom. So yeah, very excited to see Jay Lethal versus Sammy on Wednesday. That's gonna be an excellent match. That's gonna be dope. With that said, the final match we'll talk about. Hangman Adam Page versus Kenny Omega. A lot of people were very worried. They were terrified that AEW wasn't going to do the right thing. They were scared that they weren't going to do the right thing. And I had a feeling that they were always going to do the right thing, but I'll admit, even I was scared. I'm like, ooh, y'all, I don't know if this is the type of match we should be experimenting with. You need to go ahead and give Hangman the belt. I said it. Don't fuck around with this. Don't do what many of us scared you're gonna do. Listen to someone like a Bully Ray. Oh, well, let's get more heat on Omega. Nah. No. We don't need that. We ain't got no more time for that. There ain't no more time. Ain't no more time for that. Okay? There ain't no more time. Ain't no more time for that. Ain't nobody got time to be making people wait and watch you guys ride back my boy Hangman Page because y'all wanted to get more heat on Omega. That would have been stupid. I'm so happy. I am so happy. So happy Bully Ray is not booking Dynamite, AEW, because that would have been terrible. Anyways, the crowd was looking for it. We were looking for it. 2-year build. 2 years. Since day one. Day one of All Elite Wrestling, they've been building to this moment. Building to it and building to it and building to it and building to it. Hangman Page gets opportunities, he gets taken away from him. And he goes away and then comes back. This was the moment. This was it. And yeah, it was an awesome match. It was outstanding. Crazy thing is, I still feel like they could have had a better match. That's what's scary about Omega and Hangman. I feel like they could have still had a much better match, which is good. That way, when they do a return match, we can get a better match out of them. This was outstanding. The crazy spots in this match, the V triggers, the goddamn sunset flip powerbomb, the springboard sunset flip powerbomb. That was dope. That moonsault fall away slam off the top rope scares me every time. That's just dangerous. You had Don Callis interfering like a goddamn cockroach. Referee gets knocked out, and then Aubrey Edwards runs to the ring. Oh, that was such a good moment. I'm so happy that Aubrey got to be the officiator in this match. That was pretty good. But then the moment happened. Right at the end, you see the Young Bucks come down to the ring. You're thinking, fuck, here we go. They're gonna interfere. You see Hangman Page on the apron. He hits the first buckshot. Boom! Omega staggers. And then, right there on the apron, you see the Young Bucks look at him. And Hangman Page is like, you're going to attack me, aren't you? You're going to attack me and screw me out of this match. You're going to help him win by disqualification, are you? And the Young Bucks just look at him, tears in their eyes, and they nod at him like, do it. Do it. Do it. And you're like, are they turning babyface? Are they accepting Hangman? Hangman does the buckshot, hits it, boom. Omega is out. 1, 2, 3. 3. Hangman wins. Hangman Page is your new AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Crowd loses their shit. Everybody's happy. Here comes the Dark Order. It's cowboy shit time. Let's drink a beer. Let's party. Oh, it was great. It was a great moment. They created a moment. They kept it simple. They didn't overcomplicate it. This was the moment for Page, and you made it his moment. And I'm so happy he got this. Oh, this was awesome. And I love the Young Bucks not ruining things, turning babyface, per se. It was great. They just did it. They didn't waste time. They didn't make it complicated. They just did it. And I loved it. I loved every minute of it. It was awesome. It was so goddamn great. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this for years. It was a great moment. I'm so happy for him. It was awesome. Hangman Page is the world champion. We can sit here all day and talk about he held it for a while. Probably not. I don't see him holding it past Revolution, actually. Either Cody turns heel and beats him, or it's MJF. Or Windham comes in and strips him of the title. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't see him lasting very long. They might give the belt to Bryan Danielson. I don't know. But yeah, like, it doesn't matter. And I'm so sick of that bullshit. Well, he's not going to hold it long. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. The moment is what mattered. He is going down as history. He's going down in history as a world champion in a major promotion. He earned that. Call it a Lex Luger moment. Call it a Bryan Danielson moment. Whatever. You established him as a world champion. You established him as a main event player. That is what matters. Don't overcomplicate this shit. AEW created a new star, a new main event player tonight. And Hangman Page, and that to me matters so much more than, oh, what could happen this and what can happen now. Hangman Page needed this moment. This was his night. This was his night. It was Hangman's night, and I'm so happy he got it. This was great. This was a great show. Outstanding, top to bottom. Wish the crowd was more hyped for it. They got tired out. Not their fault. The structure could have been better. We could have taken out 2 or 3 matches, made it flow a lot smoother. Instead of 4 hours, we get 3.5, maybe even less. I'm sorry, though. I can't agree with anyone that said Hangman Page should not have won this. This was his night. It was his moment. He deserved it. I'm happy for him. I am so happy for him. I didn't see the after show, though. I should probably go back and watch that. Apparently, he got You Deserve It chance, as he should have. Sent them home happy. Man, I don't have anything else to say. I thought this was a great show. I thought this was easily one of the best shows all year. It's not the best show. The best show is still All Out, but this was definitely a night to remember. This was definitely a great outing for All Elite Wrestling, and everyone involved should be proud of themselves. So, I am currently looking at the poll in the live chat. We got 357 votes. So out of 357 votes, 80% said A+. I mean, A+, A-. 80% gave the show an A. A-, A+. Wow. So there you go. Everyone loved the show. Success. Success. That's some good stuff, man. That's really, really good. So, that's my review. That's my All Elite Wrestling pay-per-view review for Full Gear. And so now, we enter the final round of the Super Chat. So, I am going to give this... What's the time limit on this? It is currently 12... It's midnight for me. What's a good amount? 15 minutes? 15? Alright, so 15 minutes. So after 15 minutes, so for me, that will be 12:50. By 12:50, I'm cutting it, and then we're going to crown the new Super Chat champ. So donate until 12:50. I'm going to be reading a lot of your thoughts on the show, and I'm going to be waiting to crown a new Super Chat champ. Sounds good? Awesome. Let round 3 commence now.
Thanks for the content.
Well, you're welcome, sir. Stephen Foster. And your donation is always appreciated. Anybody that donates to me, please know that I appreciate you and I am eternally grateful. I'm always going to be grateful to you. To all my fans who make me a part of their day. Always. And we're still holding a good, was it 180? 170? 150. Nickname Mai.
Last year Full Gear Young Bucks and Kenny won everything while Hangman was at the bottom. This year Hangman is at the top and the Elite lost everything.
So Nickname Mai has increased his lead to 132 bucks. 132. So the number to beat right now is 132. Nickname Mai is in the lead with 132 bucks. And he might end up being the new Super Chat champion. The first ever two-tie Super Chat champion, which is crazy. Alright, so as I said, the clock is winding. You got 15 minutes to donate. I will be ending the Super Chat Championship in about 15. In the meantime, let's go ahead and read some of your thoughts. Yeah, the poll is crazy. That's a crazy poll. Out of 300, and the poll's still growing. The poll is still going. 362 votes now, still 80%. People like it. They like it. Let's see here. Everyone agrees that the finish to FTR versus the Lucha Bros was weird. Even I was like, again, I know what they were going for. Personally. They wanted to do the whole, alright, who's the wrestler? We're going to have them both wearing masks. Is he the legal man? I appreciate what they tried to do. The execution wasn't very good. Teresia's like, they were teaching Spanish. I mean, they were, but I know my numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, something says, 17, 18, 19, something like that. I'm probably gonna get, pwned for getting my numbers wrong. I should probably shut up. Oh boy. Nickname Mai. They told the story of Miro losing and regaining the connection to his god to get invincible. Oh, so essentially Miro was human when fighting Bryan Danielson, and then he lost. That's when he was losing connection, but then he regained his connection with his god, and that's how he got his powers. Okay, I wish he would have just maintained it. So Nickname Nice is basically saying, like, just notice when Miro is calling to God for powers. Nelly Nell thinks that Miro should have won. By the way, Nelly Nell, congratulations on winning the Wrestle Rumble entry. I hope you did very well. Can you I'm very curious, Nelly Nell, what were your picks? What did you pick? Who did you pick to win, and how well do you think you did? I think I did really well. I think I did really, really well. Let's see here. Honestly, I didn't care who would have won that match between Miro and Bryan. Page versus either of them would be dope. So he was just happy to get it. Okay, Mr. Anthony Watt. I see you, sir. Again, the number to beat is 132. 132 is the number to beat if you want to be Super Chat champion. Nickname Mai basically said he's going to run with it. Nickname Mai is going to end up being the new Super Chat champ. The number to beat is 132. Let me go ahead and put that in. Nickname Mai leads the Super Chat Championship with 132. Let me pin that so people don't get confused. Apparently, Hangman had a post-show promo after the show. I'm not gonna play it because AEW might copyright me. I don't want that to happen. I appreciate y'all for sending it to me, though. Let's see here. Someone said the Superchat Championship changes hands more than WWE. No, some of them have good. It's a good 3-month run. That's basically more than you get from WWE. And to be fair, at first we had long-term champs. Victor Velasquez is so far, he was the Brock Lesnar. He held that thing for a long-ass time. Until, who beat him? Was it Nickname Mai that beat him? Until he vacated. Someone vacated it. But yeah, he was a long-term champ. He defended that thing every time. And everybody was like, God damn. Let's see here. I remember Hangman Adam Page back when he was a protege in Ring of Honor as part of the group with Roderick Strong, Jimmy Jacobs, and BJ Whitman, the Decade. Yeah, and now he's basically a bigger star than all of them. That's what's crazy. Jonathan Haley says it was a decent pay-per-view. It had a couple of bad matches. Really? Well, what matches were bad for you, Jonathan Haley? Very curious to know. Nickname I says he beat Brock Lesnar. Which one of y'all was teasing our boy, what was his name? The Jeff Hardy of the Super Chats, Aaron Sherwood. Which one of y'all was teasing Aaron Sherwood? Victor's doing okay. We still keep in touch over Twitter. He's just chilling. Also, y'all show some love to Tyler Marine. Tyler Marine had a family emergency and he couldn't be here. But hey, he told me to tell you, whoever wins the championship, you better keep it warm for Royal Rumble, because he's gonna come back for it. Oh, that's right. Aaron Sherwood was Super Chat champion for a cup of coffee. Who beat him? I wonder who beat him, though. Yeah, he was talking shit. Y'all were bothering Aaron Sherwood. That poor guy. I haven't seen him since. I haven't seen Aaron since, because y'all made him feel bad. Now he don't want to come to my streams no more. Y'all ran Aaron off, man. Y'all wrong for that. You know you wrong for that. You know you wrong for that. Let's see here. I think, well, King Mike Tuss did win it at WrestleMania. I know that. And he held it for a while himself. And he had to be like, eh. And then Tyler Marine won it after him, so. And now it's looking like, yeah, I might just go ahead and call it. Because I don't see anybody else. We got 8 more minutes. I don't see anybody else beating $132. Are we sure there's no one else? See, Godlike is saying Nickname Mai. Since I'm assuming that so Godlike says he's defending the belt. Okay, Nickname Mai. If you win, Nickname Mai, I have a question for you. If you win this title, would you be willing to defend the belt at Survivor Series? Because Godlike says he'll be ready to compete for the belt at Survivor Series. Let me know, because if you're going to defend the belt at Survivor Series, I don't mind letting you do it if you win, if you become champion. Or you can wait to Rumble. It's up to you. I'm very curious to know. Because I'm very curious, Godlike, what would you be donating if he decided to say yes to the championship match at Survivor Series. Just curious about that. Godlike's like, nah, bitch. I'm gonna challenge you for the belt. I'm very curious to know. Or it's really, it don't matter to me either. Or you want to wait to Rumble, or do you want to win the title now? Yeah, it's looking like, we got 5 minutes left. I think it's safe to call it. Can we call it? Should we go ahead and call it, y'all? I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time ever, we have a two-tie Super Chat Champion. Congratulations, Nickname My, for being the first man to hold this belt on my channel twice. That's never been done before. Probably will never happen again. He might be the only person to hold it twice. He might be the only person to hold it twice. Might win it 3 times for all I know. But that's pretty cool. That's really, really cool, dude. I'm glad to have you be that guy to make history, to win the championship. Not once, but twice. That's really cool. It would suck that as I'm making this cover, that yeah, Nickname My basically said he's gonna wait to Rumble. I agree with that. So yeah, congratulations, Nickname My. You are now the new Super Chat Champion. It is official, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the two-tie Super Chat Champion. Once again, Nickname My. Woo! Now, keep this in mind. If you're going to be defending the belt at Rumble, as I told you, Tyler Marine will be waiting for you. He's going to be waiting. You're going to give him extra time. Uh-oh. See now? So, Tyler Marine is coming at Rumble. You got, right here, Godlike saying he wants that belt. And now you got King Mike Tuds. Saying, nope, I got to top you at WrestleMania. And then you got Teresita basically saying, nah, you're champion, but I won't acknowledge you. Teresita basically saying, I ain't gonna acknowledge you because guess what? I'm coming for that belt. Why is it, Nickname My, what is the deal? Why is it that when Nickname My is the champion, everybody's coming for him? I noticed that. When it was Victor Velasco, everybody was terrified. It's crazy. It's crazy to me how when Victor Velasco was here, he was Brock Lesnar. No one went to fight him. Everybody's like bowing down to Victor. When it's Nickname My, y'all come out the woodworks. You y'all be like, I want a shot at Nickname My. So I guess that makes Nickname My my most valuable champion, because great champions have people chasing after them. They got people gunning for them. And Nickname My said, nah, y'all can come, but when you come for the king, you best to not miss. So, hey, Nickname My, congratulations. Your next title defense will be Rumble, January. Because he refuses to come during pay-per-views. Apparently, he edges out. While Victor was a Godzilla, dominating crazy amounts like 500 like nothing. Wow. All right. Godlike says, I'm coming for that belt. All right. regardless of who's going to be coming for what belt, thank y'all for being here. Thank you for making me a part of your day. This was a great review. I will be back up here for more wrestling content this upcoming week. We still got Survivor Series later on this month. That being said, if you still want to donate, I have a Cash App and a Venmo. You won't be winning any championships, but you'll be helping me out. It would be really, really good for me if you guys donated to me to help me, help me through my my tough spots here and there. As I said, October was a bad month for me because I decided not to do Raw reviews or WWE content, period. My channel took a hit, lost half of my revenue, but now everything's back. Views are back. People are donating again. Survivor Series is coming up. It's looking like my channel is on the up and up. It's on the up and up. Up and up and up and up and up. So, yeah, I'm very excited for the rest of November. Once again, I want to thank, I gotta give them a quick shout out. One last plug to Wrestle Rumble for helping me out here. Just so you know, they are doing another Wrestle Rumble for Survivor Series. They will be doing another Wrestle Rumble for Survivor Series. If that's something you are interested in, I encourage you to tune into the stream for my preview so another person can win a free entry. So, if that's something you're into. But regardless, you guys are awesome. I love you all. If you want to continue donating, donate using Cash App and Venmo. But until next time, you guys be blessed. As you file out, please leave your thoughts down below. Please like the video and just give me everything you have to say about Full Gear. Did you think it was better than All Out? Or do you still think All Out is the best show of the year? If not, neither of those, what show do you think is the best show of the year? What was your favorite match? How'd you feel about Hangman Page winning? Tell me. Talk to me down below. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for making me a part of your day. As always, you're always welcome here in Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Please take care of yourselves. Happy holidays. Catch you guys next time. Peace.